So,
Kim, go ahead with questions.
So on against Washington, it seemed like you guys, I mean, you still had the hitting errors, but it seemed like the other errors were cut down. What was kind of key to, especially on serve, what was kind of key to that?
well, with the lineup that we had out there, we had a specific game plan against Washington, and the serves that we were serving were lower air type serve. We're not going to make as many mistakes in that particular area. Typically, serving hasn't been the issue for us. It's been the attacking errors. Has been, and it's a little harder for, since we really only have we only have two outside hitters, and so those guys are going to get 75, 80% of the sets. So the volume is going to oftentimes create more errors as well, just by sheer number. And so, but they can get better at it, and we're working on it in practice for both of them. But I liked the Washington match for me so far since we started the conference is my favorite match. Not because whether we won or lost, the outcome really wasn't, isn't going to determine whether or not I'm happy with the group. I liked how competitive we were. We really fought in that match, really played great defense. And I thought that for the first time as a group and as a team, we really were competitive, had good fighting spirit, and executed well. And so it was a good outcome for us. The weekend was not a wasted weekend. It was a good weekend for us because of the strides and the improvements I saw us make individually and then as a team. And again, I really felt, and I still feel this way, if we can get some people healthy, which unfortunately that's not the case this week, but then we set ourselves up to have a really good, strong finish. But the caveat to that is you got to get people healthy. When you have Kamiley on the outside, and nothing against Kamiley, but she's not a Pac-12 player in the front row, and we didn't recruit her to do that.
And as far as Emmy at Washington, just what?
Superlative. Her defense was amazing. And it wasn't just her, it was everybody. I mean, if you look at Devin was dominant. I mean, she was amazing as a blocker in that match, and we didn't set her enough. I mean, offensively, we should have gone to her more, but, I mean, she was just the best match I've seen her play. That's going to be part of her All-American tape. I mean, she was really, really good. So it was performances by several different players. Emmy stands out because on the stat sheet she had 29 digs. So, but if you looked at the film and people who really watch volleyball understand volleyball, they would watch Devin and go, that was an amazing performance as well.
And with Devin setting her, it seemed like she got going later in the match. Was that just a...
Right. It was a function of us not setting her enough. We needed to set her more. And we were setting the ball out of the back row, and we probably should have needed to set Devin more when she was in the front row with that. So, but we were really competing well. We were right in the mix. Game 1 was anyone's game, and Game 2 we got blown out, but Game 3 we won. And Game 4, actually up until 17, we were right in the mix with them, and then we just kind of our service receive broke down. But it was there's a couple of different factors in a game like that. Washington is a terrific team and certainly deserves the ranking they have. They see that we're in a lineup that doesn't have all our players, and so they're just naturally don't feel as threatened by us. And then we come in and we do some things tactically that maybe they weren't ready for, and so now our kids are really excited and energized and playing well. They're trying to get their motor going, and so it took them a little while to get going, but it's certainly no indication at the level where Washington is. I think that for them it's kind of business as usual. For us, we're mixing and matching and trying to figure out a lineup that can function out there.
And so this week against Oregon and Oregon State, you'll still have Kamiley because you're...
Right. Right now, unfortunately no one's healthy. No one's coming back. That it was on IR last week. So we were hoping that one of those three would have come back, but with concussions, you never know when that day might come. We're lucky that Kamali's not 100%. I mean, she'll tell you she is, but she's not. But you know, she would actually be an effective level attacker if she could jump, but she can't jump right now. Her leg just isn't strong enough to be able to do that.
How did you think Kamali played last week, and what does it say about her as a freshman?
Yeah, and out of all the players, her and Julia could probably do handle the responsibilities that goes along with making the position change. Kamali hit all, in high school for all 4 years, so she's kind of accustomed to doing what she did. So that's not really of a big transition for her. So, but she's a remarkable young lady, and it doesn't surprise anybody. Certainly not her, so it was having her on the floor all 6 rotations also helps us. That's the other part of it. I mean, it keeps us more organized. We're going to get better first touches. So there are some benefits for sure having her out there full time. That's why she was recruited as a libero, because then she is out there full time.
And what else do you expect this weekend beyond that?
Well, Oregon State and Oregon. I'm watching the Oregon State match against UCLA, and holy smokes! I mean, they're really, really good, talented, long, athletic, explosive athletes. I think they have a setter that's out as well, that's suffering from a concussion, but they have enough bigs that they have really good arms in every position, and so their health hasn't affected them nearly as much as ours has. And then Oregon is kind of banged up as well. Oregon is they got their starting libero from last year playing on the left, a kid out of Arizona. And so but again, they got more people, they got a deeper bench than we do, or maybe they're just not as hurt as much as we are, I don't know. But they got a first-team All-American, Ronica Stone, out there. Willow Johnson is the opposite, who's terrific. And so, in an ideal scenario, it would be a fun weekend if we were healthy. But, right now we're just figuring out if we can hold our own.
After 2 weeks on the road, how does it feel to be coming back home playing in the
Yeah, it's great to be. Last weekend's road trip was a rough road trip for us, just not because of the plane, because of the travel. The travel really was hard for us. We had to fly out of Phoenix and had to wake up early to get out of Phoenix to Pullman, and then our flight was delayed. We didn't get home until 2 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, or Monday morning. So that was a hard trip for us. So I gave them Monday and Tuesday off, basically. So, with those limited squad, we got 9 healthy bodies, and 2 kids are taking majority of the swing. So we really can't afford to have anyone else get hurt. So the volume of practice is going to be limited.
Yep, I'm good.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Dave.